What's up everybody, my name's Kamahl, welcome to another Path of Exile PlayStation 4 video. I hope everyone's doing well. We are, as of today, 4 days into the New Year's. We're almost half a week through, and you know, we've made it this far. That's good. It's progress, people. It's progress. One day at a time, you know, step by step. That's what they say. Anyways, I've been streaming every day over on Twitch, and you know, it's been pretty entertaining. If you guys want to check it out, that would be fantastic. There are links down in the description below. Feel free to leave, you know, some Twitch Prime subscriptions over there if you feel gracious. But beside all that, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to bring you guys a video of 5 useful vendor recipes to use while leveling up to help yourself level up better and make some gear along the way. No. So I got 5 recipes here. It's going to be for some extremely useful things that you can do while you're leveling up. Different weapons and things of that nature, just to kind of suit your build, help things along, help ease things along. So whatever, let's jump into it. If you guys like this kind of stuff, if you guys like these kind of videos, please like, share, subscribe. If you have any information you want to leave it down in the comment section below. But here we go. So the first thing that we are going to be looking at is going to be a vendor item that's going to give you between 10 and 29% increased spell damage, just flat spell damage. And this recipe is going to be either a blue or a yellow chain belt, so it can be either magic or rare, a blacksmith whetstone, and either a wand, a scepter, a staff, or I believe this one requires a rune dagger as well. Now, for these crafting recipes that do spell damage, there's 2 different types of daggers that exist in the game. There's rune daggers, which, like this fiend dagger right here, you can see right underneath fiend dagger it says rune dagger. And then this one right here, the superior gutting knife, you can see it's not the right kind of weapon, it's just a normal dagger. So that's not going to work for the spells, so I put it over here. As you can see, it's just a bunch of random crap. But if instead of that weapon we put over the rune dagger, you'll see it becomes a rune dagger that gives us plus 23% spell damage. That's pretty decent. You know, it's a good recipe that you can use when you're leveling up. And like I said, it can be either blue or yellow. It doesn't have to be yellow. That's just the one that I found when I was trying to get the stuff together to make this video. So that's the first one. Pretty awesome. The next one that we're going to look at is going to be very similar. So you're going to take a blue dagger, or of course if it's a rune dagger, or a wand, or a scepter. This one's not going to work on a staff, so it's the one-handed ones, either the scepter, the rune dagger, or the wand. You throw it in there with an orb of alteration, and if you use these have to be magic, yellow, I think it can be white. I don't think it really matters on the rarity for the rings, but you throw it in there and you will then get an item that gives increased damage to spells in correlation with the ring that you use. So right here, this one's going to be a ruby ring, so it adds fire damage. If I take the ruby ring out and instead I put in a topaz ring, it's going to give me a bonus lightning damage to spells. So that's pretty useful. And then, you know, same thing, if instead of that I put a sapphire in, it's going to give me cold damage. You know, it's good stuff, good fun. So those are the first 2. The third one is really cool because this can get you a 30% movement speed pair of boots extremely early on in the game. I probably should have led with this one, but deal with it. It's right in the middle, so you have to watch the whole thing. Haha, haha, haha. So if you take a pair of boots and you put in a flask of quicksilver flask, the one that makes you move fast, and an orb of augmentation, what it'll do is it'll give you a pair of 10 movement speed boots. But Kamahl, you said 30%. That's right, I did. So you go ahead and you get these boots that already have movement speed on them, and you go ahead and you do the recipe again. So movement speed, quicksilver flask, orb of augmentation, 5% more movement speed. You can do this and stack it all the way up to 30%, but I don't have 2 more flasks lying around and I don't feel like going and getting them, so that's all you're gonna get right now. The last 2 recipes that we're gonna look at are gonna be melee recipes. So the first one is gonna be extremely useful for like right when you very first start out, if you're using a melee character and you're using physical damage and you really want that extra oomph behind your hits. So you use a melee weapon, a blue or yellow rustic sash, and then a blacksmith's whetstone. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you a dagger, or whatever weapon you use rather, with increased percentage of physical damage. The percentage is between 40 and 69, so you can get up to 69%. The ladies love it, just go for it. So that one's pretty awesome. The next one that we're going to look at, and this is the last and final recipe, and you know, hey, this really isn't too bad. We're at 6 minutes, just hit 6 minutes, and we're already on the 5th recipe. That's pretty legit, if I do say so myself. But the last one, you can pick and choose, just like with the ring recipe that I did earlier. Oh, snaps, it has to be a white dagger. Don't worry about that, it's okay. We have a solution for the problem. I got to extend it so I can get that ad revenue. You know, let's try to make this 4 minutes long of going over here to make it wide again. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Go ahead. No, I'm joking. So this one, if you use a white weapon, a flask, dependent on what you want to do, either ruby, sapphire, topaz, or granite. Granite will do physical damage, sapphire will do cold damage, ruby will do fire damage, and then of course topaz will do lightning damage, but it just adds X damage, small portions of damage of that corresponding damage type to the weapon. So there it is. 5 recipes that you can choose to use for leveling up. I mean, after you get leveled up all the way, there's not really much that these recipes are going to be able to do for you. So this isn't really in-game useful. But if you're a newer player, or you're running, you know, a new character in a new league in solo self-found, this can really help a lot. Just a new league in general, or you know, even if you are practicing racing, you know, there's people that find enjoyment out of just running quickly through the game and doing shit like that. So these are recipes that you can definitely use to help you level up. Once again, once you reach in-game, once you reach maps and stuff like that, you're gonna find far better gear than these recipes are gonna be able to give you. But very early on in the game, I mean, these can be pretty beneficial if you use them early enough, if you remember to use them. I don't really use them too often because I don't pay that much attention. I just kind of sprint through everything, but they are useful, you know. So I hope you guys found this video useful. I hope you found it entertaining. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that shit. If you want to check out my live streams, I will be trying to live stream every day at twitch.tv/Kamahl_prime. The links will be in the description below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.